Hey there, welcome back to SAP with Veena. In this video, let's understand the stock determination process as used in inventory management. So, stock determination can be used in various application components like inventory management, sales and distribution, shipping, and so on. So, here, whenever the goods issue or stock transfers are being done, the system would determine the storage locations depending on the stocks, whatever is available in the particular storage location, and the material will be withdrawn from those storage locations. So now stock determination would be a configuration activity wherein we need to set up the determination strategies, and based on which, whenever we are going to post any goods issue activity, system would automatically ascertain the storage location from where the material can be withdrawn. So here we go into customization, that is in material management. You come into inventory management, and here you have stock determination and define strategies for stock determination. So here we need to take care of the stock determination group. We need to set up the rule, and stock determination header table needs to be maintained. So since I had to check it out before I could demonstrate, I've already configured my strategy over here. So I'll pick the same thing to explain like how this is going to work. Now, suppose if you're going to create a stock determination group, you double click on this. I mean, I'm already there on that. So I can go into new entries and specify the plant and the group number as desired by me, like 4 digits, and the description. So in that sense, I've already configured this. I went into new entries, and for my plan BLSI, I have specified the group as BLSI, and stock determination description I've provided over here. So after that, you go into stock determination rule. So this is where you just mention the stock determination rule, as you can see what I've created over here, this one. And then you will come into stock determination header table. So here again, I've created this. And keeping this selected, you can go into the details here. So this is where we are going to set up the determination rule for the header table over here. So you have your plan, the stock determination group, the rule which we have configured, and the description of this particular header table activity, what we are demonstrating over here. So you have sorting, which can be done depending on the item table, the price, and the quantity. So what I've picked up here is like I've totally ignored the item table and the price, depending on which the material needs to be picked up. So I've just provided quantity as the criteria, and I've taken it as ascending. And priority here, since I want to ignore these two, I've just left it blank. Suppose if I'm going to consider item table or the price, I can specify the priority, but I'm going to ignore both of these, and my priority will be depending on the quantity over here. And quantity and distribution, you can see here we have top-down distribution. So I've just picked up the same thing and not added anything extra. Number of splits. Okay, so here you can specify the split quantity, how many splits you're actually allowing. So I've just specified it as 1. You can as well keep it as blank, wherein you're not specifying any split quantity over here. And WM processing, here I've picked up stock determination. I mean, stock determination has the priority is what I've picked up. So in case if you're working in integration with WM, if I pick this, then it'll be like WM will have the priority. But right now I'm just working in the capacity of inventory management, and hence I want stock determination priority as a criteria. So that's what I've picked up over here. So then you will save this, which is actually already done. Okay, so then if you come into stock determination item table, now this is where you're going to specify which storage location would have the priority. So you can also specify the priorities like 10, 20, all that. So I've just taken it as item determination item table. I mean, stock determination item table. Priorities I've given as 1, 2, and so on. And item table, you can also provide this as 10 and 20 as well. Okay. So, and also suppose if you have consignment stocks and you want that to be given priority as well. So you can add the third line with new entries wherein you will add F would stand for the unrestricted company's own stock. So here I'm going to pick K. I'm saying like I'm going to pick consignment and for which particular storage location and the request, I mean, a priority as 1, 2, 3, or 10, 20, 30, 40, and so on. So anyways, I don't have the consignment stock for the material which I'm going to demonstrate. So I'm not going to pick consignment. So what I'm trying to say here is like if you want consignment stock to be picked up during stock determination, you can add one more line here with the special stock indicator for consignment. So these are the configurations that are required for stock determination, and we need to assign this in our, let me have a look at, okay. Now this needs to be assigned in the relevant material master storage data. So you go into MM02 and this is the material which I'll be picking. So I'll check for both storage locations. So here that will be in storage data too. You can see the stock determination group. So this is what I've configured and I've assigned it over here. Likewise, you can check for the other storage location as well. Okay, so stock determination group is provided for both storage locations. And now let me check the stock what we have in for this particular material. So if you look at this, I have BLS2 460 and BLSI I have 606. This is a quantity I have. So now I'll try posting a goods issue activity. So I'll go into MIGO. Now goods issue is what you're picking or referencing others. Moment type 201. And before this, let me go back to customization. I just left out on briefing you one more activity in customization. Sorry about that. So after all the configurations are done, you will go back to material management, inventory, stock determination. So this is where we have done all the configurations that is required for setting up the stock determination. So once this is done, before you assign the group stock determination group to your material master, here we need to actually assign the stock determination rule to the relevant movement types that we are going to use. So here assign stock determination rule in the application. So we are working on inventory. So here I'm going to pick 201 for which I've already assigned the stock determination rule that is BLSI. Okay, so whatever movement types for which we intend to have the stock determination rule applied. So we need to activate that over here. So which I've already done, and later on I've demonstrated already on assigning to the relevant material master. Now I'll post goods issue over here. So the moment type I've picked up 201. I'll pick material M1. So quantity, let me pick 20. Here I'll specify only the plant. So the storage location I have not mentioned. I'm not entering manually over here. So I'll go back to the quantity tab, and when I click on the stock determination, you can see that I have storage location which the system is automatically picking up BLS2 because in the priority I've given it as 1, and this is the total quantity it is picking up. And if you want to go back to your stock overview, you can see like BLS2 we have 460 and This is what the stock we have. Okay. Now, in case if we want to um, split this quantity, suppose now automatically system has picked up my storage location as BLS2 and we have sufficient quantity. Now, suppose manually, in case if I intend to change this, I can select like this as well. Now, I'll copy this. Okay. There are two line items with the system has generated now. So you can see here BLS2 is the storage location what system has automatically picked up. We need to specify the cost center. And now I'll go into the next line item. So material is the same and quantity is 5. And you can see that the system has automatically picked storage location 2 and cost center. I'm going to pick the same. Now, this is what I've done manually in case, because when I picked total 20 units, system had automatically picked BLS2 as the storage location. But now I'm just trying to show you that I can split the quantity also manually when I have a sufficient stock available in both places. And this is how the system will automatically pick the storage locations. And this is fine to be posted across. Okay, you can try it out once from your side to understand this better. And let's connect in the next video with another topic. Till then, stay tuned, stay connected. Thanks all. Bye-bye.